everybody, and welcome to the Scott Show. This is the 1025Fifty Northeast Show. We are talking about the Northeast area of the United States. I do want to give a few shout-outs before we begin. I want to thank Kyle for joining us earlier on the Scott Show Primetime with Scott and Kyle. It has definitely been one of the highlights of a lot of people's night. It was really funny. It goes about 30 minutes, so check it out in the archives at tinyurl.com/1025Fifty. It's a great video. Also, I do want to thank everyone who's been checking out our YouTube. Lots of great people have been looking at what we got going on. And if you like, share, subscribe, we're going to keep it up. We're going to make it happen. So I do want to give a few shout-outs also to the people of Las Vegas, Nevada. I know that's not in the Northeast, but we are not worried about that at this second. We're just worried that they are okay and everything's taken care of for them, because that was quite a deal that happened there. A lot of sad stuff going on around this country, including in Las Vegas, and so our thoughts and prayers go out to the families and the people injured and the families of the people that are now lost to us due to one guy and his stupidity. Now, I'm not going to say too much more about that because we're going to move on to a lot of great stuff happening in the 1025Fifty world. And we are talking today about the Northeast area of the United States. So we're talking about Maryland, Delaware, Pennsylvania, Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and all the way up to Maine. So we got New England and, of course, the Maryland, Delaware, Pennsylvania area, New Jersey. I don't consider that too much of New England, and New York. I guess we'll add that in there too. I am actually going to be in Syracuse, New York. I've said this numerous times already, but I'm just so excited. I will be in Syracuse, New York for the Freeze Out 5K to End Homelessness, and we're doing that in January. I believe it's January 17th. So check that out. And I will be running, folks, in the freezing cold. It will still be entertaining. I do want to visit Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the Sunday Breakfast Rescue Mission there to say hi to a lot of great folks there as well. So we're going to run through what groups are nominated onto the 1025Fifty Homeless Project from our areas right there, and talk a little bit about them, how great they are. Like in Connecticut, in Stamford, we have a Pacific House. We have the Columbus House in New Haven, Connecticut, and in Hartford, we have the South Park Inn. Also in Wilmington, Delaware, we have the Sunday Breakfast Mission as well. Lots of great people have that name, so it had to work out. In Georgetown, the Sussex Community Crisis Housing. Dover has the Interfaith Mission for Housing, and Wilmington has the Ministry of Caring, and I can't wait to go to Wilmington and check that out as well. We're going to be doing a lot of traveling in 2018. I want to hit both sides of the coast, and I want to touch both oceans. I think that would be really cool, something for me to look forward to. We might even be visiting our wonderful friends up in Maine and Augusta at the Bread of Life Ministries. Big shout out to them and all that they do. We really like them a lot. Baltimore and the Baltimore Station and Baltimore Outreach Services. I've lived there before, so big shout out to them. Boston, all our great friends. Hopefully we'll still be doing the winter walk in January as well, or February, whenever it may be. But I do want to give a shout out to them, and especially the Horizons for Homeless Children. You're going to want to check them out all day long. I mean, they're wonderful people there doing great work. New Hampshire, in Nashua, New Hampshire, we have the Southern New Hampshire Rescue Mission. They're really great friends of the 1025Fifty Homeless Project. Check them out. Also, Families in Transition in Manchester. Just great people all together. And the Hoboken Shelter in Hoboken, New Jersey, the Goodwill Rescue Mission in Newark, New Jersey, St. Lucy's Emergency Shelter in Jersey City, and the Elizabeth Coalition, a House to Homeless in Elizabeth, New Jersey. They're always great. I mean, we have a lot of great organizations that we get to work with and get to have conversations with all across this country. But in the Northeast, we have so much homelessness there, especially in Jersey, New York, and bigger cities. There's a lot of big cities there. You have Baltimore, you have Philadelphia, you have New York City itself, you have Providence, Rhode Island, Boston, Massachusetts. I mean, the list can go on and on. And homelessness is so prevalent up there, and it gets cold. I know in lower parts of Maryland, it doesn't get too bad, because when it snowed there, they had an inch and almost fell over. But, up in Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, New York, it gets cold. And, like I said, I'm going to be running in it. Big shout out also to Providence, Rhode Island, our good friends at Crossroads, Rhode Island. Big time shout out to those folks. And then, of course, we have Burlington, Vermont, COTS online. Check them out. They are great. We have lots of good friends up there, too. So, folks, what we do here every day is we do a different show about the regions that we talk about with 1025Fifty. And we want to end homelessness. That's our overall goal. We have many different ways of doing that, including we have our podcast both on Speaker.com and on YouTube. We also have our Patreon, so check that out at patreon.com/1025Fifty. We have our website, which has all the information on how you can donate and help us out so we can end homelessness and poverty together. Plus, folks, we're looking for people to join our committees, especially in the Northeast. We have a lot of states up there, a lot of need for voices to be heard. So if you don't have a dime to your name, you can still give of your time and help us end homelessness the old-fashioned way, and that's people power. People power, baby. We'll get it done every single time, and we're going to make it happen here on the Scott Show podcast, the 1025Fifty Homeless Project, 1025Fifty.net. Check it out. It's a great site. We make a whole bunch of difference if we all work together. And we are building our base right now. We're having so much fun doing it. And like I said, we're going to be all across this great land of ours. I want to book myself to go to Baltimore, Maryland, and Boston, Massachusetts, and like I said, Philadelphia, to go see the Sunday Breakfast Rescue Mission in Philadelphia. Wonderful people. I've never seen such a wonderful organization set up. Probably one of my favorites in the entire, at least one of my favorites in the entire Northeast. But probably my favorite, at least on my top 5 of favorite all across the country. So definitely check them out. And Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, home of the Constitution and the Liberty Bell. So folks, I'm going to get going here. This has been Scott with the 1025Fifty Northeast show. We will have one every day, having to deal with we'll have our 2 national shows on Wednesday and Sunday, but also we have 5 shows talking about the different parts of our country. Midwest is on Thursday. Friday we do the frontier, the mountain states, and then West is on Saturday. So we will do it up, and then of course our national show is tomorrow. That'd be Wednesday and Sunday, so we make it happen. And this Sunday we will be doing it quite early because we do have the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view going on, which we always do a lot of stuff with. The WWE Hell in a Cell pay-per-view preview, review, highlights, and I think we're going to do match by match this time. It'll be interesting. It'll be fun. Check it out, 1025Fifty.net, and we'll make it happen. Alright, thank you guys, and you guys have a great rest of your night.